Good evening and welcome to Elida Fieldhouse, the Union Bank Court, where tonight WSN has a non-conference matchup for the Midwest Athletic Conference, the Adelphia St. John's Blue Jays, and from the Western Buckeye League, the homestanding Elida Bulldogs. My name is Mark Scheim. My pleasure to do play-by-play alongside Josiah Stover. Do our color commentary. Josiah, St. John's comes in at 2-0. Close game in there. Probably two close games you look at that way. Elida's 1-2, but their two losses have been in close games. We got a good one this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. You know, a very intriguing matchup here. Both teams guard heavy, very quick, very athletic. The WBL versus the MAC tonight should be a great one.
John Stocker DDS is tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, providing dental care for high school sports fans. And Josiah, we got a couple of good basketball teams here. How about Keys game? Starting first of all with Adelphia St. John's.
Yeah, for the Blue Jays, coached by Aaron Elwer. First key is defending the post. You know, St. John's comes in, as we talked about, very guard heavy. We know all about Cam Elwer and what he can do, but they're not very big. Like to play a lot of small ball. They have to find ways to defend the post, defend Parker Krim, who's very good in the post. And secondly, they got to rebound. With their lack of size, they got to figure out ways to box out this Elida team and go get the boards. Now, as we look for the Elida Bulldogs, coached by Ryan Howard, keys. First one, got to push the tempo. These guards are athletic. They're quick. They like to get up the floor. You know, I saw them last night against Spencerville, like to attack the rim. Can they get to the rim, get those easy buckets? And finally, they got to defend the perimeter. Can they shut down Cam Elwer tonight? They did a good job last year doing it. Can they do it again?
Let's take a look at our starting lineups for both teams. Then, first of all, for the Adelphia St. John's Blue Jays, they will go with number 2, Tice McLean. Tice is a 5'9 junior, averaging 5 points a game. Number 3 is Braden Klaus. Braden is a 6'1 junior, averaging 7.5 points per game and 4.5 rebounds. 11 is Cameron Elwer, 31.5 points per game for him. He's made 7 3-point field goals in 2 games. He also averages 6 rebounds. He is a 6'2 junior. Number 12 is Andrew Elwer. He's a 6'1 sophomore, averaging 12 a game. And number 21 is Maddox Krager. He is a 6'1 junior, averaging 1.5 points per game. Switching over to the Elida Bulldogs, they are 1-2 on the season. They will go with number 0, Zori Island. Zori averages 10.5 points per game. He's a 5'9 senior. Number 2 is Parker Krim, 6'4 junior at 5 points a game. Number 3, Marcus Hill is a 5'11 junior. He averages 7 a game. Number 4 is Amari Wash, 5'11 junior, 19 a game for him. Also a good 3-ball shooter for them as well. And their 5th starter is number 23, Evan Jackson, 6'3 senior, averaging 1 point per game. It's non-conference basketball on a Saturday evening. Replay, of course, coming up this evening. Our premier sponsor has been John Stocker DDS. And we're going to be back in just a moment with the opening tip-off. After this, you're watching high school basketball on WOSN. It's Adelphia St. John's, it's Elida, and our first quarter sponsor today is Charles River in Spencerville, the premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio. And they are hiring. You can visit jobs.criver.com and apply today. Officials this evening, Reyes Ramirez, Brett Roberson, Austin Cape. And the opening tip will go to the blue-suited St. John's Blue Jays. This is Cameron Elwer. Kick pass. This shot's going to go up by Andrew Elwer, and we start out with a 3-ball right away.
As we saw that there, the brothers screen for each other. Help on Elwer and passes to Elwer and knocks down the shot.
Andrew now has 3 made 3-point field goals on the season, and exploding to the rim is Zori Island. And if you watch Zori lately, he has struggled in opening quarters, but he came through a 16 in the second half last night and got started really well here tonight. The double team on top. Here's Andrew Elwer to the rim. Lean shot in, bounces off the rim, and Parker Krim secures the rebound and will go the other way with Amari Wash.
Andrew Elwer being aggressive, attacking the rim, just got too far inside.
Stripped away, headed the other way. This is Tice McLean, pull-up jumper from 15. Soaring in for the rebound is Klaus. And he went a long way to get the rebound, and the ball gets swatted out of bounds. 3-2 early on, Blue Jays, as Tice McLean is the inbounder. Cameron Elwer off a screen, gets a 3 look. Trucking the ball down the corner is Andrew Elwer. Andrew trying to work the lane in, cannot. This is Klaus. Klaus to the rim. Kick pass. McLean for 3 out of the corner. That's short. And a really good rebound by Evan Jackson. Island skates to the rim again. Kick out. This is Marcus Hill and over to Amari Wash. Bounce pass inside. Krim ball fakes. It goes up through traffic. Missed a shot. Tice McClain goes the other way.
Yeah, good defense there by Cameron Elwer. Just made him think about it. And a great take by Elwer there with a little contact and finishes.
Cameron Elwer goes to the rim, scores his first basket. You mentioned a little contact from Parker Krim, fought through it and scored. Evan Jackson on top to Wash. 5-2 St. John's, early first quarter, 2 minutes in. Saturday night non-conference basketball. Both teams will start conference play next week. Here's Island to the rim with left hand. He finishes. He's got all 4 Bulldog points.
Yeah, we've seen that twice tonight. Zori Island just being aggressive, attacking the rim, gets the easy layup.
Ball's loose, picked up by Marcus Hill. Marcus Hill cross dribble into the lane, and he lost it. Was it knocked out of his hands? It was not. He lost it. Will go Blue Jays basketball.
Elida needs to capitalize on those baskets. Had an open layup there. Good hustle there by the St. John's player there, but unable to capitalize, and now it's back to St. John's.
McClain. Cameron Elwer. Cross dribble to the rim. Klaus fakes, up scores. Cannot score. Parker Krim with a rebound. Parker Krim gets his hands on the ball. You're not getting away from him.
Yeah, strong rebound there.
Island again with the left hand, spins it off the glass. He's got all 6 points early on for Elida.
Boy, Elida's found something there with Zori Island, able to catch the ball and attack right away. 6 points here early for Zori Island.
McClain trying to post up Cameron Elwer inside. Skip pass around. McClain gets another 3 look. Wash with the rebound, throws it ahead. Marcus Hill to the rim, and Marcus Hill finishes. Transition basket. Bulldogs up 8-5 early.
And we see Elida continue to push that tempo here. Can they get those easy baskets? And they've done so far early here in this first quarter.
To the rim goes Andrew Elwer. Pull-up jumper. He's got 5 now in the opening quarter, averaging 12 a game. Island again, kick out to the corner. This is Marcus Hill for 3. Bounces off the rim. It's tracked down by Klaus. And the other way we go. Klaus into the lane. His shot will bounce around. And it's tipped out to McClain. He goes to the rim. Time Mattis Krager came in and laid the wood to a Bulldog, and we're going to get massive substitutions. We played 4 minutes, hardly a break.
Yeah, it looks like Zori Island may have come off with, maybe got hit in the eye. He's getting looked at by the athletic trainer, so there'll be a sub in for him.
That would be Brody Altenbach. He's a 6-foot junior. He's a 3-point sniper. But also into the game, we got a lot of subs. We'll try to get them for you for the Blue Jays. Jackson Wiekert wears number 1. He's a sub in the game. So is 22 Evan Martz. 13 in the basketball game is Easton Elwer. That ball doesn't fall, and the rebound comes to Cameron Elwer. Outlet pass. The other new player in the game is number 10, Drew Boggs. So 4 subs came in at that last break. Cameron Elwer is the only starter still in the game. This is Cameron. He goes to the rim, challenges Parker Krim, and fights it up through traffic and scores. We're going to get an and 1 free throw opportunity. Our free throw sponsor today is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima. Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. And with that buzzer, Zori Island gets back in the game. Along with number 14, Jonathan Payne. Elwer, who is now 13 for 13 from the free throw line this year and has 5 points in this game. I think 13 for 13 is pretty good.
Yeah, the last time I checked.
Yeah. Wash to the rim, and his shot will bounce out. Parker Krim went and secured the rebound and was fouled. See who that foul will go against. It will be assessed to Cameron Elwer, his first. The foul a moment ago went to Amari Wash. So each team with 1 team fouls here is Altenbach. Island working. Trying to get baseline against Elwer and cannot. Good defensive possession. Altenbach swings it around. This is Payne. Island to the rim again and fights it up again and scores. That left-handed move, Josiah, is deadly right now for him. And lost out of bounds. It will be Elida basketball tied at 10.
Well, we've seen it a couple times with Zori Island catching it at the top of that three-point line and just going, sees the lane open, uses that left hand and finishes strong over Cam Elwer.
That he has done. He's got 8 of the 10 Bulldog points here in the opening quarter. This is Island. It's the basketball in the corner. He's trying to baseline again. This time he scoops it up for the other side of the court. And Drew Boggs rebounds. Cameron Elwer's trying to get to the rim. Shot goes down again. He's got 7 in the opening quarter.
Well, you're not going to stop Cam Elwer from getting some points, but Elida doing a good job at least being physical with him as we got a good rebound on the other end.
Parker Krim rebounded and then overshot it. There's a foul on the second rebound. That goes to Jonathan Payne, his first, team second. Evan Jackson will re-enter. Parker Krim will take a break. 12-10 Blue Jays. Off the curl cut comes Andrew Elwer. Cam Elwer. Scott Wash in the low post, backs it out. Ball's tipped. Cam Elwer working in the lane. Goes up through traffic and will draw a foul again, and that will be the second foul on Amari Wash.
And we see it here on the Pat's Donuts and Cream replay. Cameron Elwer just being patient, finding a little bit of a lane, goes up strong and draws some contact, an opportunity for 2 more free throws.
Already with 7 points here in the opening quarter. Reigning MAC Player of the Year as a sophomore. 0.8 for him. Wash has to take a seat with those 2 fouls. He's replaced by Marcus Hill. Also into the basketball game comes, looks like Braden Klaus. Elwer again, dead center again. 9 for him in the opening quarter, 9 of the 14. It's a 4-point lead for the Blue Jays. Drew Boggs trying to match up now with Zori Island. Altenbach got 7 made 3-point field goals in the season. Payne. There goes Island to the rim, left hand again, and scoops up and goes in again. Double-figure score in the opening quarter. Zori Island with 10.
Same play over and over. Seems like we're just putting it on replay for Zori Island.
Rebound by Payne on the miss by Cameron Elwer. Island goes right this time and leans in and scoops that one down. 12 in the opening quarter for Zori.
Zori's on a mission here tonight. He's attacking the rim every time he gets the ball, being aggressive there. Big 12 points already here in this first quarter.
Cameron Elwer gets a look at 3. Got one for him. Our 3-point field goal sponsor tonight is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. And that's another one for him. Give him 12 in the opening quarter. Maybe we should just let him and Island play one-on-one.
Well, we saw the defense there with Elida. It's a good rotation, but he's not the one you want to leave open.
Cameron Elwer on the switch ends up with Island. Island back to work again. Hill's going to get a 3 look. Cameron Elwer rebounds. It looks like they're going to walk it up and play last shot, are the Blue Jays. Island is switched now to Cameron Elwer. Under 5, here comes the screen. Elwer doesn't use it. Baseline jumper, bounces around, and opening quarters in the books. St. John's 17, Elida 14 at the break. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at the Union Bank Court here at the Elida Fieldhouse. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Rhodes State College. Start your journey today with Rhodes State College. And our 3-point field goal sponsor tonight is Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lyon and Allen County for more than 100 years. Lithoffice is in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. Well, we've got 2 players scored for each team. Josiah, I'm looking at Zori Island's got 12. Marcus Hill's got 2 for Elida. Cameron Elwer's got 12, and Andrew Elwer's got 5 for St. John's.
Yeah, it's really been them so far, both being aggressive, both attacking the rim. We've seen Zori Island, really that left hand, he's so strong going to it. Delphus has a couple times had to switch off onto him and haven't been able to stop him. It's been the same for Cameron Elwer. 12 big points, as you said, in that first quarter. Just been dominant so far.
This is Zori Island with the basketball. Immediately he's going to be picked up by Cameron Elwer. Maury Wash still on the bench with his 2 fouls. Got Krim posted up low. Parker spins into the lane. Missed the shot. Rebound comes to Klaus. Braden pushes the ball up. 3 ball. Bounces off the rim. Tracked down by Braden Klaus. And Evan Jackson goes and gets that rebound. Both teams struggle a little bit from the 3-point line today. Krim's going to set a screen for Island. Altenbach, good 3-point shooter. That bounces around. Cameron Elwer secures the rebound, throws it deep. Got a teammate out here, Easton Elwer, and Easton scores his first basket. Averages 4.5 points a game, does a 6-foot freshman.
Now we see the impact that Cam Elwer has not only on the offensive side, skies for that rebound to get it, and then finds his teammate with the long ball for the easy bucket.
Lee's grown to 5. Island gets to the lane again. He's tied up, however, by Cameron Elwer, and it will be Blue Jay basketball in the held ball situation. Our instant replay sponsor tonight is Pat's Donuts and Cream. You can visit any of our 4 locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable next to LCC, and they are open daily. 5-point lead, Blue Jays. Cameron Elwer working against Hill. Backdoor cut. McLean's in the lane. Has to give it up. 3 out of the corner. Securing the rebound knows Andrew Elwer. He missed a shot, and Evan Jackson rebounds.
Well, we've seen the St. John's team really crash the offensive glass, doing a good job, getting some extra possessions for their team. They like to almost turn the ball over there, but it's back into the hands of Zori Island.
Easton Elwer, was putting some defensive pressure on, and that's going to be a holding foul inside. Foul will go to Easton Elwer, his first, team's first of this quarter, as Jonathan Payne re-enters for Evan Jackson. Krim spins into the lane. Cameron Elwer had a hand on it, overshot. Ball slapped out to McLean. McLean working to the rim and overshot with the left hand. Elwer throws it out to his brother, who heads to the rim. Klaus goes to the rim, runs into Parker Krim. And we have a foul that will go against Zori Island off the ball. He was holding Cameron Elwer. His first. Andrew Elwer is the trigger person. And Tice McLean. Klaus.
We see Zori Island doing a good job of keeping the ball out of Cameron Elwer's hands. Once again, another offensive rebound by this Blue Jays team. Elida struggling here to box out. Got the long-range shot on the Pat's Donuts and Cream replay. Cameron Elwer gets the rebound and draws some contact.
Going to get some more free throws. Our free throw sponsor today is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens, here to the free throw line. Cameron Elwer, that's point 13 for him in the game, and back into the game will be number 21, Maddox Krager. Yet another one, 14. The lead's to 7. Zory Island setting things up for the Bulldogs. Payne gets a screen for Krim. Here's Altenbach. Krim posted up inside. Marcus Hill now. Payne gets into the lane. His shot will roll in. Jonathan Payne's first basket, averaging 2.3 points per game. Got a basket now.
Yeah, that was a big basket for this Bulldogs team. Needed an answer here. As St. John's hits another big one from Andrew Elwer.
Andrew Elwer's second three-point field goal. Our three-point sponsor tonight is Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. Facing an 8-point deficit, Elida takes a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Timeout Center brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. You can call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Our second quarter today is brought to you by Charles River in Spencerville, the premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio, and they are hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com and apply today. Coach Howard needed a timeout, down 8.
Yeah, we saw that having a little difficulty to get the ball in. Wanted to settle his guys down, though, with this 8-point deficit. As we see a shot deep from Zory Island. I believe the ball will go back to the Blue Jays.
Cameron Elwer tracked it down in the corner. Parker Krim hit it out of his hands, out of bounds. And this will be Easton Elwer to Cameron Elwer. Slip screen. Krager goes to the rim. Nope. Rebound Payne. And out to Island it goes. Amari Wash waiting on the bench to try to get back in the game. He's now at the scorer's table. Picked up a couple of fouls early on in the first quarter. Hill. And Payne. Back to Island. So he's got 14, 12 in the opening quarter. Marcus Hill gives it up to Zory Island. Zory works into the lane, goes off glass and scores again. He's got 14 in the game. Got him for 16. They got 14 on the board. Did I miss one? I'll check that at halftime. Cameron Elwer goes off glass. That shot spins out, and Parker Krim goes a long way to get the rebound. Bounce pass into the corner. Parker Krim. That young man is an active young man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's so strong there inside the paint. All the Blue Jays defenders could do was hold him as he went up for that rebound.
Maddox Krager picked up his first foul. It's the second of the quarter. Each team has 2 in the quarter. And Amari Wash is back into the basketball game scoreless after a foul-plagued opening quarter. This is Amari with the basketball. Been the league scorer this year at 19 a game. Zory Island has to give it up this time. Hill, baseline. Marcus Hill goes and scores. He's got 4 now. 3 ball is going to go up from Andrew Elwer. Working inside, this is Boggs. And we're going to get a foul on the sideline as Jonathan Payne becomes the second Bulldog with 2 fouls. 2:02 to go for halftime. Drew Boggs will be the entry pass person.
You see these Blue Jays, ooh.
And Zory Island thought he had a steal, and instead he got his second foul.
I believe that will be team foul 4 for the quarter, so from here on out will be free throws.
Off a screen comes Andrew Elwer. Now to Cam. Skip pass. Boggs in the corner. Andrew Elwer gets doubled up to Cam. Working against Hill. Backs him down, and before the shot can go up, nope, he's going to count it.
Well, if you look here on the Pat's Donuts and Cream instant replay, once again, Cam Elwer just being patient, draws contact from Marcus Hill and puts it in. Opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
16 and an and one opportunity. Our free throw sponsor is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. That foul went to, he makes the free throw. He's got 17 now. Like the foul went to Marcus Hill. 7-point St. John's lead, 90 seconds to go, opening half. Parker Krim, low post. Gets it stolen by Cam Elwer. Cam Elwer fights for the rebound, kicks it back out.
We got like the intensity of these Blue Jays. They missed that shot. They have 3 or 4 guys going for the rebound. This could be a big three here, and it is.
That's the first 3-point field goal of the year for Jackson Wiechert. Pushes the lead to 10 under a minute. And then Andrew Elwer gets the rebound. Here's Cam. Crossover dribble. Andrew out of the corner. Back-to-back 3-point field goals. Our 3-point field goal sponsors Webb Insurance.
This Blue Jays team so difficult to defend. They have so many shooters around the 3-point line. One person gets in the lane and finds their teammate. A big 6-point swing here.
You see the defense, they're jacked up. So is their crowd from St. John's. They want to get one more stop before the quarter comes to an end. See Coach Elwer on the sidewalk. Aaron got his 250th win of his career last night. Island gets a screen from Krim. And can't get a shot at the buzzer. And with the momentum on their side, the St. John's Blue Jays head to the locker room with a 13-point lead. Back with a halftime show in a moment. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. We're back at the UD Main Court here at the Elida Fieldhouse. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight is Rhodes State College. Start your journey today with Rhodes State College. Our instant replay sponsor tonight has been Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable, next to Lima Central Catholic, and they are open daily. Josiah, as I'm thinking about the stat page and all that's going to take place right now, some things really jump off at me. One of them is 5 made 3-point field goals, Delphos St. John's, none for Elida.
Yeah, and that's been the difference here, those 15 points. You know, St. John's doing a great job. They're attacking that paint, finding the open player, knocking down some big shots, and they've come, you know, we expect them from Cameron Elwer,
right,
but it's been Andrew Elwer who's hit 3 in that first half, and it's Jackson Wiechert with 1, and then also Cameron Elwer with the last one. But then the big thing, too, for St. John's in that first half was their offensive rebounds. You know, they were, anytime a shot was missed, they were getting a hand on the ball, giving themselves extra possessions, and we see it on the scoreboard.
I think the third factor then, we've got 2 of them in the books. The third factor is Delphos St. John's 6 for 6 from the foul line. Elida's not been to the free throw line yet.
No, all their points have been from shots around the basket. Haven't hit one from the outside, which then they haven't drawn a whole lot of contact either. So we see that those 6 points with those, you know, made threes have been the difference here.
Elida has quarter scores of 14 and 6. They're led by Zori Island. He has 14 points. He had 12 in the opening quarter. The Delphos St. John's has quarter scores of 17 and 16. They have 17 points from Cameron Elwer. They have 11 from Andrew Elwer. Second half action coming up after this. You're watching high school basketball at WOSN. Back at Elida, where tonight our premier sponsor for Elida is John Stocker, DDS, providing dental care for high school sports fans. And our timeout sponsor tonight has been Metzger Financial Services. Helping you to plan your financial future, you can call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Got a stat page, Josiah, that showed a lot of offensive rebounds from team wearing blue.
Yeah, that's been the difference. 10 offensive rebounds, 20 total. You know, that's been the difference. St. John's has 6 more shots on the night, only shooting 35% from the field, but those second chance opportunities have been big for them.
Story Island gets a 3 look. That bounces around the rim. Parker Krim fights through the rebound and fights it up and scores.
Well, that's the first basket of the night. As we see on a Pat's Donuts and Cream replay, Parker Krim doing everything he can to get that board and then puts it up strong with the contact. Goes to the free throw line.
The foul goes to Maddox Krager, and this will be a free throw. Our free throw night sponsor is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Parker Krim's basket makes it a 11-point lead. Blue Jays' first possession of the second half. Scramble on the floor, eventually picked up. Headed to the rim is McLean, and Tice's shot bounces out. There's another rebound for Parker Krim. Story Island wanted to go baseline. Spins in the lane and goes up with his left hand, but he spun it off the glass and it didn't go that time.
Yeah, we saw adjustment in the first half from St. John's putting Cameron Elwer. They go back, but another big shot, number 4 for Andrew Elwer.
Andrew Elwer hits a 3-ball. Here's a steal. Elwer gets cut off that time. Krager tried to get to the rim and could not. Cameron Elwer gets a 3. They got another one. 3-point field goal sponsored as Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. And they are scorching the net right now, are the St. John's Blue Jays, up 17. Wash gets a 3 look. That bounces around the rim and comes to Tice McLean. Tice has got a lane to the rim, gives it up for a shot instead. Nope, ball fake and go to the rim. And that 3 will go long from Klaus. Marcus Hill fights inside, and there will be a foul before he's able to get a shot up.
And we see here on the replay as Elias trying to push that tempo here. It's number 3, Marcus Hill, attacking the rim, draws a foul, and ball go back to Elida.
Andrew Elwer gets his first foul of the basketball game. Into the basketball game comes Jonathan Payne for Evan Jackson. Lob way out front to Amari Wash. Amari's been in foul trouble this evening and hasn't been able to get uncorked offensively yet. Story Island. Hands all around and get a held ball. And the arrow says St. John's, where Jackson Weekert will be the inbounder. And then Tice McLean moves to the point guard role. This is Weekert just checked in. Back cut inside and finishing on a nice play is Andrew Elwer. He's got 16 now. And we're going to get an Elida timeout, sponsored by Metzger Financial Services. It's a 19-point St. John's lead. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our third quarter sponsor tonight is Charles River in Spencerville. The premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com and apply today. Well, St. John's had 33 at halftime, and they have just tacked on 8 big points here and forcing Elida timeout.
Well, it's been the 2 Elwer brothers so far. Cameron knocking down a big 3. Andrew Elwer comes in here just with 5 points in the third quarter alone. So far, that's been your 8 points. For Elida, it's been the 2 points from Parker Krim early. We'll see what Coach Howard has drawn up here out of this timeout. Big possession here.
Samari Wash with the basketball. Looking for Krim inside. Parker Krim gets doubled up and fights it up through traffic and missed a shot, gets his own rebound and will draw contact, and he will get to go to the free throw line and shoot a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Yeah, as we see here on our Pat's Donuts and Cream replay, a great original move by Parker Krim. Just unable to make the first one, goes up and gets the second one and draws some contact. Goes to our Lee's Famous Recipe free throw.
Maddox Krager has picked up his third foul. Parker Krim now has 3 points in the game. He averages 5. And checking in will be Evan March, a 6'4 junior, to replace Krager with his 3 fouls. Parker Krim left that one a bit short. Cameron Elwer swoops in to grab the rebound. Elwer's going to get doubled out front. Throws it inside, and Tice McLean was the recipient of that pass. And another Parker Krim rebound.
Well, that's twice here in the second half. He's gotten to the rim, just unable to finish.
And that time he didn't finish because he was knocked to the floor, and Tice McLean's going to get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, we'll see here on this replay, a hard foul going through the body. The officials are kind of meeting to talk about, was that a legal foul? We'll see if they change anything.
Okay, the foul went to number 3, which is Marcus Hill. And Marcus Hill now has a pair of fouls in the game. Into the free throw line, we'll go Tice McLean, who on the season is a 75% free throw shooter. First team foul of this quarter for Elida. Ball will bounce out for Tice. And we got a sub wait for him at the scorer's table. That's Easton Elwer. Tice McLean averages 5 a game. And has his first points of this game and makes it a 19-point lead again. So officiating crew having a little conversation with Zori Island. And Zori will bring the basketball up. Krim down low again. He works inside, works, goes off glass, got his own rebound, fights it back up and scores. Parker Krim now has 5, all in this quarter.
Yeah, we've seen Parker Krim be a little bit more aggressive here in this second half. Hadn't scored at all.
Yeah, Evan March got tangled up and fell down, so Parker Krim just picked him up, literally picked him up, and wow, another 3 ball from Cameron Elwer. He's got 23 points in the game now. Our 3-point field goal sponsor is Webb Insurance Agency, and buried that one.
Cameron Elwer doesn't need much room to get that shot off, and we saw it there about 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Just knocks it down and extends this lead to 20 points.
Evan March picked up that foul into the free throw line. Will go Marcus Hill. He's got a basket in each of the opening 2 quarters, and that becomes point number 5 for him. As number 15, Alex Herron, will enter for the first time. Alex is a 6'1 senior. Second free throw opportunity. Our free throw sponsored by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Makes them both. Elida did not get to the free throw line in the first half. This half now they are 3 for 4. This is Herron, just checked in a moment ago. Trying to get to the rim was Wiekert, and we get a foul that will go against Elida. That goes to Parker Krim, his first foul. And who takes it out of bounds? Cameron Elwer will be the trigger person. Cameron Elwer, Payne trying to guard him. After making a bunch of threes, trying to get to the rim that time was Andrew Elwer. You make 3-point field goals, they come chase you down. He goes to the rim, and Parker Krim will get his second foul in just a matter of moments. More Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. 17 points for Andrew Elwer. So you're Andrew Elwer, right?
Yep.
You're shooting 80% from the free throw line. You're third among your brothers in free throw percentage. Shooting 80%. Made both of those. That'll make that 80% average climb a bit. That's a 20-point lead.
Well, it's hard when one of them shooting 100%.
Yeah. In fact, both of them are. Easton and Cameron both are. Parker Krim tried to get the rebound and could not. But it went off a Blue Jay leg and will stay with Delphos St. John's Blue Jays. Elida opens up league play in the Western Buckeye League next Friday. They go to Shawnee. As Island bounces it into Krim. Parker spins in the lane where Cameron Elwer took it away from him. Do not put the ball on the floor around Cameron Elwer, and Zori Island picks up his third foul. Our scoreboard sponsor today is Rhodes State College. You can start your journey today with Rhodes State College. Appreciate their sponsorship as Drew Boggs will enter the basketball game. You've seen multiple instant replays tonight. Those are brought to you by Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable next to Lima Central Catholic, and are open daily. 20-point lead, Blue Jays. Elwer pulls up for 3 again. That's tipped out to Island. Zori's going to try to get to the rim again. Instead, he finds Alton back on top of the circle, and that bounced out. Parker Krim fights for a rebound and got shoved to the floor. He has had a very active game, but especially here in this quarter. Watch him go this time on our Insta replays brought to you by Pat's Donuts and Cream. That foul went to Alex Heron. And Parker Krim back to the free throw line where he is 1 for 3 today.
Yeah, Parker Krim just so big and athletic. You know, just has that motor to go get the ball, and he did there on that last possession.
This will bring in number 35, Austin Arnold. Austin's a 6'4" junior. This will be the 4th guy they've tried in the low post here, trying to contain Parker Krim. Another free throw for him. Makes that one. That's his 6th point all here in this quarter. And Parker Krim, the hardworking man, is going to get a seat this time and be replaced by Evan Jackson. Elida picks up full court. Mari Wash, who had 2 fouls in the opening quarter, has not had one since then. Tried to play Elwer. Andrew Elwer, guarded by Altenbach. Andrew works to the rim, left-hand shot, nope. Island has this rebounds off in transition. Stops in the lane, short jumper, nope. Cameron Elwer's the first guy off the floor, and Wash fell really hard into the rim, and scoring is Andrew Elwer. He's got 18 in the game, and we're going to get a timeout. It's a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067. Visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. 2:34 to go in the third. 21 points, St. John's lead. You're watching high school basketball on WSN. John Stocker, DDS, is tonight's premier sponsor for the Elida Bulldogs, providing dental care for high school sports fans. This has been a 16-point quarter for the St. John's Blue Jays. They've outscored Elida 16-8. That timeout was taken by Coach Aaron Elwer. Mentioned a little while ago, his 250th victory last night in their win over Kalida, 70-58, 18th season. You know, I really appreciate coaches because they get a lot of stats to us. They played last night. He said, how about if I wait till Saturday to get you stats for this game so that you can have them all up to date? As busy as coaches are, I really appreciate that. Ryan Howard got his to us early in the week, and we just appreciate coaches getting stat numbers to us like that. Give us a chance to brag about their players, and Wash was out of bounds when he rebounded that shot. He thought he was fouled going to the rim. Official didn't agree, and Amari is scoreless this evening. Had 16 last night, including a pair of three-point field goals in the loss to Spencerville, which was 64-60 in favor of the Bearcats, who are really good, Josiah.
They are. I got an opportunity to see them a couple times this year, and Elida coming in with a tough weekend, especially facing these Blue Jays back-to-back with the Bearcats. So definitely a challenge for them this weekend.
And then they've got a really challenge next week also as they go to Shawnee, one of the favorites in the Western Buckeye League this year, to open up Western Buckeye League play. Here's a three out of the corner that's short. Island rebounds. Zori, now he got that left hand and goes to the rim and forced it up, didn't score. Rebound came to Arnold. Bounce pass inside. Shot blocked by Payne. A ragged play right now. Here's Wash. He crossed over dribbles and slapped out of bounds by Wiekert. Next week, the Delphos St. John's Blue Jays will also open up league play. They will be at Minster next Friday night. Minster picked to be one of the better teams in that conference. Brogan Steffi, James Niemeyer, Cole Alberts. Good opening matchup for the Blue Jays next week. Island spins in the lane. Zori goes off glass. His first points of the second half gives him 16.
Yeah, it's a good take there by Zori Island. Finally got a little bit of space to drive, spins back. It does that nice little spin and finishes.
That shot was taken by Easton Elwer. Here's a nice pass ahead to Wash. And he left it short, but Payne follows up and scores. Jonathan Payne has points 3 and 4 for him. We get a timeout with 1:17 to go. Let's talk about our funding campaign going on at WTLW and WOSN. We're in the middle of our annual funding campaign. We've currently raised over $125,000 of our campaign goal of $175,000. Trying to reach that by the end of 2024. Please consider donations of any size. You can donate online at axministries.com. It's a 17-point lead as Coach Howard took his second timeout of this quarter. You see the Coach Howard there and walking away from his crew. 1:17 to go here in this quarter. Talked about the Shawnee. They also have before Christmas, they have Allen East here on the 17th, Kenton here on the 20th, and they have Perry here on the 21st. All before the Christmas break, which is St. John's schedule before we get out of here this evening too. Island pokes it away from Arnold. Wiekert from the corner. 3 ball for him. That's his second of the evening. You know, I'm looking through the stat numbers. Jackson Wiekert did not have a 3 ball before tonight. He's got 2 tonight as Island goes to the rim and scores. Wash goes to the rim and scores. His first basket of the evening. Andrew Elwer did not have a 3 ball before. He had 2 before tonight. He's made 4 tonight. So they really struck gold from the 3-point line this evening.
Well, with this Blue Jays team, have a plethora of shooters, not to mention Cam Elwer, but he's getting a little bit of a break here, and we see they're still knocking down those outside shots. And you see Coach Elwer telling his guys to pull the ball out. Let's see if we can hold for the last shot. 24 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And he did. Jackson Wiekert with the basketball, and now it goes to Braden Klaus. Klaus pass to Arnold. Arnold goes cross court to Elwer and fights it up and scores. Does Easton Elwer. He's got 4 in the game now. Island gives it up in the corner to Payne for 3. Eben Jackson tips. Eben Jackson goes up again. If there was contact, it was after the buzzer. And St. John's will take a 20-point lead to the final 8 minutes. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Our instant replay sponsor this evening has been Pat's Donuts and Cream. Visit any of our 4 area locations, including our newest location at 600 South Cable, next to Lima Central Catholic. They're open daily. Our fourth quarter sponsor today will be Charles River in Spencerville. The premier pharmaceutical and chemical research facility in Northwest Ohio is hiring. Visit jobs.criver.com and apply today. Josiah, that was a 21-14 quarter in favor of the St. John's Blue Jays.
Yeah, and we see just big shots after big shots. You know, the difference tonight has been those threes. Still, Elida has not knocked one in from beyond the arc. And for St. John's, just seems like one after another has gone down for them as they continue to extend this lead. 20 points here to start the fourth.
I've got a highly unofficial Delphos St. John's with 9 made 3-point field goals. Amari Wash looks inside to Parker Krim, back in after a break. Wash goes to the rim. Amari Wash finishes. He's got 4 in the game now. Tries to pick up Cameron Elwer. Comes a trap to Andrew Elwer. This 3 ball will come up from Klaus. Krim battles for the rebound along with Krager, and it will stay with St. John's. Cameron Elwer lobs it out to brother Andrew. Island trying to chase Cameron Elward around. Cameron's got 23 in the game. Average is 32.5 points per game. Ball's loose. Island picks it up and runs to the rim and scores. Zori's got 18. He had 12 in the opening quarter, and that was a hard screen. Island went down really hard. And Zori is at our end of the floor, and he's a little slow getting up. And the foul went to the other end. The foul went to Payne. Jonathan has 3 in the game now. And Zori Island each have 3. Nobody for St. John's has, well, I guess Max Krager has 3. And an accidental collision, as you can see. Payne says, I really didn't mean to do that, but he's going to get his 4th foul anyway. Scared the life out of a few people at the scorer's table with those 2 bodies coming after you.
Yeah, one of those times where you're like, they just can't stop, see it coming, and checking to see if everybody's okay over there on the scoreboard.
And making sure everything works electronically over there as well. Of course, the Elida Fieldhouse has great personnel. Dave Evans and his staff, between basketball and all the other tournaments that they run in here, volleyball and so on. And we're trying to make sure everybody's okay. And all 3 officials now at the scorer's table. WTLW and WSN are viewer supported by TV stations. Show your support with a financial donation of any size. You can donate online at axministry.com. I think we're about ready to get it going here again. Jonathan Payne picked up his 4th foul to go with 4 points that he's got this evening. And Andrew Elwer inbounds to brother Cam. Payne's got 4 fouls, and he ended up matched up with Cam Elwer. They switch off now. Tice McLean. Klaus. Braden looks inside. Patient possession for St. John's. This big lead that they have. Cam Elwer works the lane, kick out pass. Wash switches off onto Andrew Payne. Onto Andrew Elwer.
And the Blue Jays just being patient here, working the ball up top, trying to get that spot open, and almost a turnover. Ball ends up back in Cameron Elwer's hands.
Ball's tipped into the backcourt. That's why it's not an over and back situation. Island really pressuring Cam Elwer, who goes all the way to the rim and fights it up and scores. I think he kind of took that as a challenge. You're going to defend me like this? I'm going to the rim.
Just so strong, great balance, able to finish.
Parker gets it slapped out of his hands. We'll go the other way. Tice McLean pass to the rim and unable to finish is Andrew Elwer. Back up goes Krager. Wash with the rebound. Andrew Elwer, it's getting really helter-skelter right now.
As we see the Blue Jays, which has been the story all night, crashing that offensive board, getting the steal there. It looked like Andrew Elwer maybe fell over the foot, but that will be another foul.
Yeah, Amari Wash picked up foul number 4. Noah Jospal just checks in. He wears number 11. There's a lob out front. Altenbach tried to play Elwer, and Cameron Elwer nails another 3-ball. 3-point sponsor as Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton. 10 of those in the game tonight. There's going to be a 3-point opportunity of a different type.
As we see on the Pat's Donuts and Cream instant replay, what a strong take there by Wash. Got some contact and able to cut into this Blue Jays lead.
Foul was given to Andrew Elwer, and Amari Wash will go to the free throw line to shoot a Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. And balls, Wash tried to track it down the corner and could not do so. He's going to match up out of bounds here with Andrew Elwer. And that's a very difficult place to inbound a basketball, especially with Coach Howard standing there helping defend. Ball slapped loose. Wash got it, went to the rim, and finishes. He's got 8 now. And we're going to get a quick Metzger Financial Services timeout from Coach Howard. 4:32 to go in this one. St. John's up by 17. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067. Visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. And today's scoreboard is brought to you by Rhodes State College. Cheering today at Rhodes State College. Sponsorship this evening. Coach Howard has taken his 4th timeout of the game. We've got bodies falling everywhere now. And headed to the rim is Drew Boggs. And Drew Boggs scores coming out of the timeout. That's his first basket of the evening. He was averaging 5.5 points per game before this evening. Island's working the rim. Island goes off glass, missed it. And again, the bodies are everywhere. Headed out this time. Here's Andrew Elwer. To the rim he goes, and he finishes. Andrew's got 20 in the game.
Yeah, as you said, bodies flying all over. You know, both these teams, there's no quitting either one of them. They're both crashing the boards here, fighting for every rebound.
And that rebound went into the hands of Andrew Elwer. He's had a nice basketball game this evening. Of course, when this game is over, we'll present our Stolly Hustle Award winner. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on our WSN YouTube page. And when this one comes to an end, Josiah and I will sit down and talk to the people in our broadcast truck and decide who gets that award this evening. Cameron Elwer, brother Easton Elwer. He's guarded by Parker Krim. He guarded very, very well. You know, Josiah told a lot of people this. We talk about Parker Krim, the football player. When you're as big as he is and you can guard a guard like that on the perimeter, you are an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. No, a lot of people just talk about his strength, but his foot speed allows him to do that. And what a move there by Cameron Elwer to spin it off the glass for another 2.
That he did. He's got 30 now in the game. Averages 32.5. Here's a pass to the corner. This is Jopsel who came in just a moment ago. Wash gets a 3 look. Bounces off the rim to Cameron Elwer. It's a 23-point St. John's Blue Jay lead. And Cameron heads to the rim again. This time he backs it out. Here's Andrew to the rim. Bounce pass. And a spin move off the glass. That one will go for Jackson Wiekert. He's got 8 in the game now after making a pair of 3-point field goals earlier. Story Island. Talked about the schedule that Elida has before Christmas. Of course, St. John's goes to Minster next week in a MAC game. That ball goes in for Ireland. Jory's got 20 now. But then on the 17th, they will be at Continental. Another MAC game on the 20th. They'll host Coldwater. And on the 21st, they'll have a trip to Bath to play them before their Christmas break takes place. And Aaron Elwer's going to take a timeout. I think it's one of those timeouts you take, Josiah, to get a lot of subs in the game. And a really good timeout, just under 2 minutes to go here. You're going to see a couple guys check in. This will be, looks like Alex Herron's going to check in. I think there's already a couple other guys at the scores table. Aiden Swick will check in as well. He's a 5'11" sophomore. And it looks like Grady Martz, 6-foot juniors at the scores table too. So we're going to see some wholesale changes. I didn't see any from Elida, but I wonder if Coach Howard will be thinking the same thing here before long. Big game for me next week. Jerry Snodgrass and I on Friday night will be at Lima Senior as they have a track game coming in, or not track anymore. What is that? Toledo City Athletic League game coming in. Spartans got off to a great start last night. Looking for a chance to see them next weekend and see my good friend Jerry Snodgrass as well. You can go to the WSN website and check out our broadcast schedule. All the games coming up. Turned up being a longer timeout than I realized. I think Coach Elwer put all those guys in the game and wanted to make sure they were all on the same page. And Elida did bring some guys in off the bench. I think they brought in the guys here. And it will be St. John's basketball out of bounds. This is Aiden Swick with the basketball. He wears number 4. Pass went to Eli Swick. He wears 14. This will be a jumper out of the corner. And yet another 3 ball as Eli Swick steps in and nails his first 3 of the season. Payne gets a look. Jonathan Payne also has his first 3-point field goal of the season and the first one for Elida this evening in the game. And yet another one. Well, it's raining threes right now, and our 3-point field goal sponsor tonight has been Webb Insurance Agency, serving Lima and Allen County for more than 100 years with offices in downtown Lima and in Bluffton.
Both teams coming in with a couple subs who want to get a little time to shine here. And
some time on the bench, and I'm ready to play. This down in the corner, it goes to Martz. Rick's going to get another 3. That was going to be a heat check right there. Aiden Swick throws it back on top. This one goes to Eli Swick. And now to number 15, Alex Herron. Looking. Finds teammate Grady Martz. Swick, who's made a couple threes, goes to the rim. Got a 2-point field goal this time. It's 75-47 with half a minute to go in this one. Payne trying to get to the rim. Payne goes off glass and scores. Jonathan's got 9 in the game. And let's take a look at what happens here on our instant replay. This is from earlier when Wash scored.
And it looks like they do call an offensive foul.
Yeah, that they did, and because of that, Jonathan Payne is fouled out of the basketball game. So he will finish with 7 tonight after that 3-point field goal he made just a moment ago. And he will be replaced by Brody Altenbach. 22.3 seconds to go in this one. St. John's is going to go to 3-0 on the season. Heading into that MAC game next week at Minster. To the corner goes to Herron. Back it goes to Aiden Swick, and they're going to let this one come to an end. St. John's will take a 75-47 victory over the Elida Bulldogs. Josiah and I'll be back with post-game action, including the Stolly Hustle Award winner after this. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. We're back at the Elida Fieldhouse, Union Bank Court, where Adolphus St. John's has taken a 75-47 win over the Elida Bulldogs. Our first order of business is to present our Stolly Hustle Award winner. You can check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WSN YouTube page. And Josiah, with all he did as a contributor this evening, we thought we would go with number 12. That's the 6'1 sophomore, Andrew Elwer.
Yeah, Andrew Elwer did a little bit of everything tonight. We saw him knock down some big threes, had 4 threes on the night. As you said, not many on the year, but he came hot and ready to play. But also just showed, got a lot of offensive rebounds, was active on the defensive end, just continued to hit big buckets when St. John's needed it on the night. So our Stolly Hustle Award winner tonight is number 12, Andrew Elwer.
And I would agree with all that, because when the game was relatively close is when he knocked down his 4 3-point field goals and helped give the cushion that eventually ended up being this win that they had. It's a 25-point victory. Elida will drop to 1-3 on the season. They had quarter scores of 14-6, 14, and 13. That gives them 47 on the night. They were led by Zory Island. Zory had 20. Maury Wash came through with 8 all in the fourth quarter. For Adolphus St. John's, they go to 3-0 on the season. They had quarter scores of 17, 16, 21, and 21 for their 75 in Josiah. They knocked down 12 three-point field goals this evening. For them, they were led by Cameron Elwer. Cameron had 30 tonight, including 4 three-point field goals. And Andrew Elwer had 20 tonight. He had 4, as we mentioned just a moment ago. JV game went to Adolphus St. John's, 44-40. I want to thank all of our sponsors this evening. Our scoreboard sponsor was Rhodes State College. Three-point sponsor was Webb Insurance. The premier sponsor tonight was John Stocker DDS. Timeout sponsor, Metzger Financial Services. Free throw sponsor was Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. The quarter sponsor was Charles River. And our instant replay tonight was Pat's Donuts and Cream. And, of course, our Stolly Hustle Award winners presented by Stolly Insurance. Always appreciate the athletic director here, Mr. Dave Evans. Our crew tonight was up in the booth here doing all the directing and producing, Jennifer Keith Beck. And our camera people tonight were Abby Beck and Megan Sherrick. And back at the station, Nick Freilich will help put all this together for your viewing pleasure. Once again, Adolphus St. John's goes to 3-0 in the season with a 75-47 victory. You've been watching high school basketball on WOSN.